What you are about to see is not science fiction. It is real. It is rolling on the planet's highways at this exact moment, and most people have absolutely no idea these machines even exist. Picture a 40-ton truck without a driver, without a cabin, without even a steering wheel, crossing an international border completely alone, while customs officers watch, frozen in shock. Picture buses with walls made entirely of transparent screens, trucks with foldable beds, showers, and full kitchens inside, and electric monsters hauling 37 tons across 800 kilometers without stopping once to recharge. The age of the human trucker is dying right in front of our eyes, and what is coming to replace it will erase millions of jobs in less than a decade. Join us, and let's discover the 13 most disturbing vehicles of the future already moving among us. Let's go.
Number 13. Willy Bus. Forget everything you think you know about what a city bus looks like. The Willy concept, designed by Tad Orlowski, does something so insane it feels ripped straight from a science fiction movie. It replaces the solid walls of the bus with massive, transparent LCD screens. Yes, you read that right. The walls are no longer walls, they are giant living screens. Imagine walking down the street and watching a bus glide past where the entire body is a digital surface broadcasting movie clips, weather alerts, advertisements, or breaking news in real time. Inside the bus, passengers see the city through those same panels like magical windows. It is mobile advertising pushed to the absolute extreme, a high-tech glass box turning every street corner into a living billboard the size of a building. But here is the disturbing part. The energy required to power that much LCD surface is brutal, and engineers still have no idea how to make it environmentally sustainable. It is a visual dream wrapped inside an ecological nightmare. The interior layout adapts on the fly. Screens shift content based on time of day, and entire advertising agencies are already imagining their campaigns sliding across those panels in real cities. And while Willy bets everything on visual spectacle, the next vehicle on this countdown looks like it landed straight from another planet.
Number 12. Walmart Wave. Walmart, the largest retailer on planet Earth, announced something that shocked the entire transport industry. By 2040, every single vehicle in its fleet will be zero emissions. But the real shock came when they revealed the Wave, short for Walmart Advanced Vehicle Experience, a prototype truck that looks like a spaceship rolling down the freeway. The cab is pushed forward like the head of a futuristic insect, with aerodynamic lines so sharp they slice through the wind like a hot knife through butter. Inside, this monster runs a hybrid turbine drivetrain, ultralight composite materials, and aerodynamics so refined it makes conventional trucks look like flying bricks. Walmart operates a fleet of 6,500 trucks, 55,000 trailers, and employs over 7,000 drivers across the United States. Back in 2005, the company swore it would double its fleet efficiency by 2015, and they delivered with an 84% increase. The Wave is the next quantum leap, designed to crush every fuel economy record ever set in heavy transport. Experts estimate the savings will be absolutely massive, drastically cutting emissions across the entire American supply chain. Every product on your local store shelf travels through trucks like this one, which means the Wave is silently reshaping how the world consumes. And while Walmart automates the highways with its spaceship truck, another European brand decided to build a vehicle that doubles as a luxury apartment on wheels.
Only 1% of people know the dark truth behind what we are about to show you next. If you want to be part of the few who actually know what's happening in the world, subscribe and leave a like right now. Done? Look at this.
Number 11. Iveco Z-Truck. Iveco unleashed a concept that feels like a declaration of war against everything we knew about trucking. They call it the Z-Truck, and the letter Z stands for zero. Zero CO2 emissions, zero accidents, zero driver stress, zero wasted time. 4 impossible promises packed into a single machine. The truck runs on liquefied biomethane natural gas, generates 460 horsepower,
and pulls off a range of over 2,000 kilometers on one tank. That is roughly the same as driving non-stop from New York to Miami without refueling once. The windshield is intelligent, projecting real-time data directly onto the glass, like the cockpit display of a fighter jet. But the most insane part is the cabin itself. It transforms into 3 completely different modes. Autonomous driving mode, where the truck handles every meter of the road. Office mode, where the driver can work like in a real office. And rest mode, equipped with a fold-out bed, a private shower, a full kitchen, a refrigerator, and a sink. It is literally a luxury studio apartment hurtling down the highway at 90 kilometers per hour. The air conditioning even creates what Iveco calls a climate bubble, a perfect temperature zone untouched by the chaos outside. And while the Z-Truck reinvents long-haul living, the next vehicle on our countdown became the most controversial truck on the entire planet.
Number 10. Tesla Cybertruck. Elon Musk's Tesla Cybertruck broke the internet the moment it was revealed, and nothing has been the same since. The exterior is made of stainless steel cold-rolled hard enough to stop a 9mm bullet, with an angular exoskeleton design that looks like a Lamborghini designed by a 12-year-old playing Minecraft. The tri-motor version delivers over 800 horsepower, can tow up to 14,000 pounds, and accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.6 seconds. That is faster than a Porsche 911 GT3, faster than a Ferrari, in a pickup truck. The range hits up to 500 miles on a single charge. The adaptive air suspension lets the truck rise and crouch like a transformer, and the bulletproof glass became famous worldwide after Musk's infamous live demo where a metal ball cracked the window in front of millions of viewers. The Cybertruck divides opinions like no other vehicle in history. Half the planet calls it the most groundbreaking pickup ever built. The other half says it looks like a kitchen appliance designed by aliens. But love it or hate it, the Cybertruck became the most filmed, most shared, most photographed truck on social media right now. It is rolling on real American roads today, terrifying everyone who sees it in person. And while Tesla revolutionizes the pickup market, the next vehicle is silently destroying the entire diesel industry.
Number 9. Volvo VNR Electric. The Volvo VNR Electric is the silent assassin of the trucking industry. 0 tailpipe emissions, 0 engine roar, just pure, brutal electric torque hauling massive freight loads across American cities. The latest generation pushes the range to 440 kilometers on a single charge, nearly doubling the 240 kilometers of the original model. The charging system is equally aggressive. 250 kilowatts of power delivers 80% battery in just 90 minutes for the 6-battery configuration, and only 60 minutes for the 4-battery version. Demand for this truck is absolutely exploding. Fleet operators across North America are placing massive orders, driven by 3 forces colliding at once. The extra 200 kilometers of range that finally make electric trucking viable for regional routes, the rising tide of government incentives subsidizing electric fleet adoption, and the growing panic over climate change forcing companies to publicly commit to aggressive sustainability strategies or face being shamed out of business. Volvo executives say there is now a much sharper awareness of how broken the climate truly is. People feel that something is wrong, the summers are wrong, the storms are wrong, and businesses are responding by adopting electric vehicles at a pace nobody predicted just a few years ago. The VNR Electric is leading that charge, literally and figuratively. But while Volvo conquers the United States with electric power, a Korean giant chose a completely different fuel to dominate Europe.
Number 8. Hyundai Exient Fuel Cell. The Hyundai Exient Fuel Cell is something that sounds impossible until you actually see it rolling. It is the world's first mass-produced hydrogen-powered heavy-duty truck, and it has already been deployed commercially on Swiss highways for years. The truck runs on 2 95-kilowatt hydrogen fuel cells, packs 7 hydrogen tanks storing 32 kilograms of compressed gas, and emits nothing but pure water vapor from its exhaust. Pure water, drinkable water coming out of a 40-ton truck running at full speed. The range hits around 400 kilometers per refuel, and refueling takes only 8 to 20 minutes, far faster than recharging any electric truck on the market today.
Hyundai already shipped dozens of these monsters to Switzerland, where they roll through alpine passes carrying cargo for major European retailers. The whole operation is built on a pay-per-use model, meaning companies do not even buy the trucks, they simply pay for the kilometers driven. The implications are staggering. If hydrogen logistics scale up globally, entire diesel supply chains could vanish in less than a decade, replaced by trucks that literally drink water and exhale clouds of nothing. It is a clean revolution moving so quietly that most people have never even heard of it. And while Hyundai bets on hydrogen, the next truck on this countdown is rewriting the rules of American aerodynamics.
Number 7. Freightliner Super Truck 2. Built in the United States by Freightliner, an American brand owned by Germany's Daimler Group, the Super Truck 2 is part of the Super Truck program, a massive initiative aimed at slashing emissions across America's road freight industry. The goal is brutal in its ambition. Take everything learned from years of testing and inject it directly into the next generation of trucks rolling on U.S. highways. The result is jaw-dropping. Diesel consumption drops by up to 6%. The visual design alone is an aerodynamic masterpiece, with smooth flowing lines, almost no sharp edges, low rolling resistance tires, and a hood crafted as a nearly single piece. The headlights follow the curve of the fenders, slashing aerodynamic drag by 12%. The first Super Truck was unveiled in 2015, but Freightliner says version 2 is in a completely different league. Cargo capacity went up. The powertrain became dramatically more efficient, thanks to a 48-volt electrical system and lithium-ion batteries. Even the air conditioning is fully electric, drawing 50% less power than conventional systems. And incredibly, it still works perfectly when the main engine is shut off. The custom-developed tires reduce wear and slash emissions even further. It is engineering obsession turned into a rolling weapon. But the next vehicle has a story so dark and controversial that Hollywood is already trying to make a movie about it.
Number 6. The Nikola Tre. The Nikola Tre is the most controversial truck in modern history, and the story behind it is the kind of saga only Wall Street could create. The truck itself is a beast, a fully electric heavy-duty Class 8 hauler with a range of around 530 kilometers, fast charging in just 90 minutes, and a futuristic flat-front cabin design that makes traditional American trucks look ancient. The hydrogen fuel cell version pushes the range to 800 kilometers, capable of refueling in just 20 minutes. On paper, it is everything the trucking industry needs to finally go green. But behind the scenes, the company became the protagonist of one of the biggest financial scandals in modern automotive history. Founder Trevor Milton was convicted of fraud after it came out that an early promotional video showing the truck driving was actually filmed with the vehicle rolling down a hill in neutral. The stock collapsed. Investors lost billions. Milton was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison. And yet, despite the chaos, the Nikola Tre survived and went into actual production, with real trucks being delivered to American fleets today. The truck became a symbol of how the future of transport sits at the dangerous edge between groundbreaking technology and Wall Street fantasy. But while Nikola fights for survival, the next vehicle is already roaming the streets of European cities completely on its own.
Number 5. Mercedes-Benz Future Bus. Mercedes-Benz unleashed something truly terrifying for traditional bus drivers. The Future Bus is a semi-autonomous city bus powered by a system called City Pilot, derived directly from the autonomous tech of the Mercedes Actros Highway Pilot. But City Pilot goes way beyond. It recognizes traffic lights, communicates with them, negotiates intersections, identifies obstacles, especially pedestrians crossing the street, and brakes autonomously the instant danger appears. It pulls up to bus stops on its own, opens and closes its doors automatically, and here is the unbelievable part. It drives through tunnels by itself. Nearly a dozen cameras scan the road in every direction, while long-range and short-range radar systems constantly monitor the route ahead. A GPS module feeds in additional data, and through sensor fusion, the bus positions itself with centimeter-level precision. This is not a lab demo.
Mercedes proved it in the real world. The Future Bus completed its public debut on a 20-kilometer stretch of the bus rapid transit route in the Netherlands, connecting Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam to the city of Haarlem. The route is packed with sharp curves, tunnels, and intersections with traffic lights. The bus handled all of it with smooth, predictive driving that reduces fuel consumption, lowers emissions, and gives passengers a ride so silent and steady it feels surreal. And while this bus glides through Dutch tunnels, the next vehicle is breaking every record in the heavy electric truck game.
Number 4. Mercedes-Benz e-Actros 600. The Mercedes-Benz e-Actros 600 is the most powerful production electric truck on planet Earth right now, and the numbers are absolutely insane. The truck packs a 600 kilowatt-hour battery, split into 3 207 kilowatt-hour packs, delivering a real-world range of around 500 kilometers per charge. With a single intermediate stop, it can comfortably cover 1,000 kilometers in a single working day, which is the legal driving limit for any European trucker. Translation: this electric truck completely replaces a diesel truck for almost every long-haul mission on the European continent. The cabin is a complete revolution. Massive panoramic windshield, a fully digital dashboard with multiple touchscreens, ergonomic seats with massage function, and a sleeping bunk so comfortable, drivers literally say it beats their bedrooms at home. The truck supports megawatt charging at 1,000 kilowatts, meaning it gulps down a full charge in about 30 minutes. Mercedes has already locked in major fleet orders from giants like Amazon, Coca-Cola, and DHL, all desperately trying to slash their carbon footprint before government regulations crush them. The e-Actros 600 is not a concept. It is not a prototype. It is rolling across European highways right now, replacing diesel monsters that ruled the roads for over a century. And while Mercedes electrifies Europe, the next truck became the first autonomous heavy-duty vehicle ever licensed to drive on American interstates.
Number 3. Daimler Freightliner Inspiration. The Daimler Freightliner Inspiration is the first autonomous heavy-duty truck ever licensed to operate on public highways in the United States. Let that sink in. A massive 18-wheeler officially approved by the American government to drive itself on real interstate highways, sharing lanes with regular drivers who have absolutely no idea what is rolling next to them. The truck uses the Highway Pilot System, equipped with stereo cameras, radar sensors, and adaptive cruise technology that work together to keep the truck centered in its lane, control speed based on surrounding traffic, and respond to obstacles in real time. The driver still sits inside the cab as a backup, but during normal highway driving, the system takes complete control. The truck reads lane markings, detects vehicles ahead, calculates safe braking distances, and even adjusts speed based on traffic patterns kilometers down the road. Daimler engineers tested this thing across thousands of kilometers in real conditions before obtaining the historic license. The implications are absolutely staggering. The American trucking industry employs over 3.5 million drivers. Autonomous trucks like the Inspiration could eliminate driver fatigue, slash highway accidents caused by human error, and rewrite freight logistics overnight. But they could also wipe out one of the most important blue-collar professions in the country in less than a decade. And while the Inspiration shocks the United States, the next truck became the most famous electric truck on the entire planet.
Tesla Semi. 5 years after Elon Musk first unveiled the Tesla Semi as a concept in 2017, the first production units finally hit American roads, and the numbers are absolutely insane. This truck runs on 3 electric motors mounted on the rear axles, generating a range of 800 kilometers in the long-range version. It accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 20 seconds. 20 seconds for a truck fully loaded? Only one of the 3 motors engages at cruising speed to optimize efficiency, while the other 2 kick in instantly when the driver hits the throttle, creating an experience Musk himself described as flawless on the highway. But the real bombshell came when Tesla revealed a single unit completed an 804-kilometer trip carrying nearly 37 tons of cargo. The The route ran from the Tesla factory in Fremont, California, all the way down to San Diego on the southern edge of the state. The truck made the entire journey without stopping a single time, arriving with 4% battery left over. To recharge these monsters, Tesla developed a brand new liquid-cooled connector capable of delivering 1 full megawatt of power. The Tesla Semi starts at $150,000, roughly 780,000 reals in direct conversion. But everything you just read pales in comparison to the next vehicle.
Number 1. Einride Pod. The Einride Pod is the most disturbing vehicle ever built, and the world only realized that on September 25, 2025, when this thing did something no machine had ever achieved before. The Pod is a Swedish electric truck with absolutely no cabin, no driver's seat, no steering wheel, no pedals, no windshield, nothing. It looks like a giant white shipping container on wheels, completely sealed, completely autonomous, completely alien. And it just crossed an international border by itself. The Pod left a warehouse in Sweden, navigated public highways at autonomous speed, communicated digitally with Norwegian customs through the digital system, cleared border protocols electronically, and entered Norway without a single human being inside or anywhere nearby. The world's first cabless, electric, fully autonomous cross-border delivery was completed at the Orge crossing between Norway and Sweden, with no driver in the cabin, because there is no cabin at all. Einride was founded in 2016, and by 2019 it was already running the first autonomous electric vehicle on a public road. Today, the company operates one of the largest electric heavy-duty truck fleets across the United States, Europe, and the United Arab Emirates. Einride claims its model can slash fuel costs by up to 60% while erasing emissions completely. But here lies the most terrifying part. The trucking industry employs millions of human beings worldwide. The Pod proves that all of them can be replaced by silent white boxes that never sleep, never get tired, never demand a salary. The future is not coming. The future already crossed the border.
If you thought this was terrifying, you are not ready for what they found in the video on your screen. Click it right now. The truth is worse than you think.